So just came out of the endocrinologist office to see about my thyroid, make sure that I'm in good health. So I had an ultrasound done, and the ultrasound looked fine. They didn't see, well, she didn't see any like enlargement in the thyroid or anything. So that was great news. I was a little nervous at first because I was like, oh my gosh, this damn thyroid better not be freaking all big and huge and stuff like that. But it's kind of visible a little bit sometimes if it is enlarged, but that's good. And so I had my blood work done while I was in there. I go back in 6 weeks for more labs, and then 8 weeks, 2 weeks later, to see her again and make sure that the protocol is working. I'll get my results back in a few days, so that'll be putting me a little bit at ease too, to see if I need a higher dosage, or if the 50 micrograms is still good for me. But anyway, that's the update for now on the thyroid. Yes, I'll update you guys in a few days when she calls me and lets me know what my blood work So I have my final update about my hypothyroidism, and when I went to go see my endocrinologist yesterday morning. So I'm back now with the update, and I got the call from the nurse about 2 hours ago, probably longer than that. I was shampooing and conditioning my hair and all that good stuff, so I missed the call, called her right back. Luckily I got to them before it got too late and they didn't answer the phone. But anywho, so basically I don't have hypothyroidism anymore. By some miraculous divine miracle, my blood levels are normal, and I went to see an endocrinologist, so I know she knows what she's doing. You know, it's not anything like that. The doctor I went to is really good. It's in Howard. It's located in Howard County, Maryland, my hometown. So anyway, so my thyroid levels are normal, and I'm kind of freaking out about it a little bit, because it's like waiting to get diagnosed all over again. Omar is 3.5 years old. He'll be 4 in January. And now I'm back at square one. Like, what the F is going on with my body? What is happening? I don't know. Hubby's like, look, it's just like the first time, you know, we just go back to the doctor, let them test you, test your, you know, make sure that you do your HSG, make sure that nothing's going on with the tubes or anything like that. Because if anybody's listened to the podcast or heard me talk about anything related to my journey on another podcast, and you know that in 2012 I was diagnosed with a right tubal blockage that in 2016 was no longer there. My body had healed itself, which is awesome. That's fine. So now I feel like that all over again. So like, it's not the right tubal blockage anymore. So what the F is going on? I'm seriously freaking out. I don't know whether to be kind of like excited because I don't have to take levothyroxine anymore. I've been off of it for about a year, and the whole purpose of me even going back to see the endocrinologist was to make sure that my hormone levels were good so that I could begin IVF treatment. And so now I'm like, well, maybe I should just go ahead and pay to get the HSG done again and make sure I don't have anything going on with my uterus and my tubes. But I was trying to wait for insurance to cover the cost, because apparently now in Maryland, they'll pay to have some of the preliminary testing done if there's an infertility diagnosis. So trying to wait for that. And then like, so I'm happy I don't have to be on medication. I can just continue my supplements, my prenatals, my DHA, omega DHA, and eating proper diet, getting some exercise in as much as possible. I really want to lose like 15 more pounds to get down to like 160. I mean, not 160, but 150. I'm like 165 now. So I want to get down to like 150, which is what I was when I got pregnant with Omar in 2016. So like, you see how I'm rambling right now, and I'm starting out talking about hypothyroidism, and now I'm talking about freaking losing weight and stuff. So I'm like, I'm all over the place. I don't know what the freak to do. I don't know what the next steps are. I don't know if, I mean, almost 3.5. So it's not like I haven't been pregnant. So something's not working right. You know, the sperm is not getting there. My cervix is closed up or something. I don't know. Maybe it's the cervical polyps, you know, I don't know. But so I don't know what the flip to do now. And hubby's like, no matter what happens, we're gonna try regardless. And I'm like, okay, but now I'm like getting real anxious. So yeah, like I was saying before, my freaking camera so rudely cut me off. Now I'm like kind of like getting a little anxious, and I'm keeping it control. I'm gonna do my meditations this evening and stuff. I'm gonna sip my freaking green teas and all that. But like now I'm getting anxious because I don't want to wait until January when insurance is effective to find out what's going on. I just hate the unknown of this whole thing. I hate the unknown. I hate the unknown so much. I just cannot say that enough. Like, I'm feeling really frantic right now. I'm feeling like, well, maybe I should get an at-home insemination kit, you know, like the one made by Mosey Baby. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it's just that my body isn't allowing the sperm to reach reach my uterus to get to the egg and to fertilize. Or maybe my eggs aren't maturing enough and I'm having a luteal phase issue and I'm ovulating too early. Maybe that's it. So maybe I should order OvuSense and make sure that, you know, my ovulation is on point. So like, I just hate the unknown. But I mean, the good news is maybe we could try IUI a few times before going into natural cycle IVF again, you know, assuming that my ovarian reserve is still good. My menses come every month the same time, maybe 1 or 2 days late, and that's it. And then usually like in the fall, leading from summer into fall, right before my birthday, I'll have a late period, maybe like 3 or 4 days late, and I attribute it to the changing of the sun and the stars and the moon with the new seasons and stuff like that. But other than that, my period is always on time, like always. I can use the period apps damn near to a T because it comes within a 1 or 2 day before or after. So that's not an issue. But I'm just like, okay, I don't have hypothyroidism no more, so I should have been pregnant this last year or year and a half if there's nothing else going on. So who the freak knows? Maybe I have unexplained infertility now. You know, like, this is freaking insane. WTF in all caps. Whoa, mind blown right now. Gone. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Just gonna continue to take my prenatals and I don't know. We'll speak soon though. Peace and blessings.